you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm like a professional YouTuber or whatever. Anyway, if you guys are new, welcome. My name is Kentara, and today I'm going to be doing a full face of L'Oreal makeup products. Also, I just wanted to make a big shout out to Xando and L'Oreal. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start off by prepping my eye with the Infallible Concealer in the shade Pecan. Just going to place this all over the lid. And then by using a flat packer brush, I'm going to just pat this into the skin and blend it all out. And I made sure that this concealer was quite bright so that the pigment from the eyeshadows can like stand out a lot more. Don't be afraid if you get it into your brows, because we're going to be doing our brows last and I already have an idea of what I want to do with those. Then just taking a fluffy brush, we're just going to make sure that those edges are soft so that it's not too hard to blend out when we are done. So for eyeshadow today, we're going to be using the L'Oreal Paris La Petite palette in the shade Maximalist. First off, we're going to be going into this dark brown shade, and then to blend it out, we're going to use this orange shade. What I really like to do is I prefer not to set my eyeshadow base before I start, just so that the eyeshadow has something like sticky to grab onto. So now we're going to be placing this dark brown shade into the crease in the shape of how we want the cut crease to look. And then we're just going to wing it out, going up towards the brow bone. So next we're going to be taking that orange shade and we're going to be blending it out. And now with this, you just want to use back and forth motions, make sure that you're getting right in there, making sure that that brown shade is blended. You can already see how that brown is diffusing into that orange shade. Literally, it's all about patience and time with blending things like this. You just want to keep going back and forth until you reach that perfectly blended eyeshadow. So now what I like to do is take a clean blending brush and I just lightly go over that to blend it out even further, to give it a nice soft blended look. Okay, and now to cut the crease, I'm going to be using the Infallible Concealer again. I'm just going to be placing this, taking the back end of the doe foot. I'm going to be taking that and just placing it along the lash line on the lower part of my lid, like this. And make sure to get into that inner corner as well. And look up all the way, move your eye around. And that is basically how I know where to end my cut crease. Okay, so now to cut the crease, we're going to be taking that same concealer, we're going to use it, and we are going to stamp across where that line is. And then take the concealer and pat it in to create that blank canvas for your next eyeshadow. Next we're going to be going into this palette again, and we're going to be using this light shimmer shade on top over here to place that on the cut crease. So now I'm going to be taking that goldy shade, and so for the blue liner, I used the L'Oreal Infallible Gel Crayon 24-Hour Waterproof in the shade I've Got the Blue. And guys, so good! So what you want to do is you want to take the blue pencil and you want to go from the outer corner of your eye to where this cut crease section is. You want to drag it all the way up like that, and then from there you want to drag down and just follow through with the shape of your eye. So now you just want to take the pencil and you want to draw it along your lash line as you would any other winged liner. So now I'm going to go in with another layer of this just to darken up. Oh yes, that is doing the things for me. And the one thing that I'm really freaking loving about this liner is the fact that it doesn't transfer. So I could be looking up and down and whatever and it won't even like budge, which is freaking amazing. Okay, so now that that's done, let's move on to the face. And first of all, when I go into my face, I first like to put on moisturizer and then put on primer. For moisturizer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Revitalift Laser Renew Day Cream. I'm just going to pop some of that onto my face. Wow, I just realized I forgot to do my entire eyebrow. This is the bits. Okay, so before we move on to the face, let this moisturizer sink in and whatever. Quickly do our brows. So for brows, I'm going to be using the Brow Artist Expert from L'Oreal in the shade Ebony. It's a dual-ended brow brush, so there's a spoolie on this end and the pencil on this end. So I'm very lightly going to fill in my brows because I don't want it to overwhelm my face today. So just brushing the hairs up. And then lightly filling in. Just defining the bottom very lightly. And then taking the spoolie again and just brushing through that. Okay, so now that brows are done, let's go back into primer. I'm going to be using the Infallible Mattifying Base. And I'm just going to be placing this on the center over here of my face. My forehead, just in the middle over here. The nose. Top lip. And my chin. So just in the center of my face, where I don't want to be shiny, but then again I also really like dewy looks, so this is going to be more of a match look. For foundation, I'm going to be going into the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade Caramel Toffee. So I'm just going to place this all over my face. I'm going to be taking this flat foundation brush. I'm just going to buff that into the skin. Don't forget your neck. Oh, wow, this foundation looks great. And now that summer's coming up, my favorite freaking season ever, I think that this foundation is just going to be doing the things for me and my, like, the dewiness. I think it's going to look great. For contour, I'm going to be using the shade Coffee, and for highlighting under my eyes, I'm going to be using the shade Pecan. And I'm going to place this on the outer perimeter of my face. Over here. On my cheekbones. And double chin action along the jawline. I'm going to blend out the forehead. Ooh, these are nice. Blending out freaking nicely with this foundation. Okay, yeah, this looks great. This is like contour and bronzer like in one, which is lovely. Gonna go on the high points of the face. I don't want to use too much because it is quite light. Under the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, and over here. Now I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm just gonna blend this all out. That looks so good. So good. Okay. Now for powder before I start creasing like a mofo. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Perfecting Powder in the shade Golden Beige. So I'm just going to take this and dust it over where I put my highlighter, just to keep everything from creasing. Wow. That did a bloody good job. Wow, guys. And then for bronzer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match in Super Blendable Powder again, but in the shade Deep Neutral this time. And I'm just going to use this to like snatch my nose, add a little bit more on the sides here. So very lightly. Also just to set those parts in place. Because I want to be matte, but I don't want to be like dry matte. Oh, this is amazing. And I think whatever's left over on the sides, I'm just gonna hit the sides of my nose. So I'm not gonna fully contour, even though that would be great. Still want to keep it a bit wearable. Even though this is like full glam to the gods. Hallelujah. Okay. So I look so cute. Oh my god. Okay, so now to finish off the eyes, we're going to be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pencil again, the blue one, and we are just going to complete the lower lash line. So now I'm just going to take a little smudger brush and we're just going to blend that in. And then for mascara, I'm going to be going into the False Lash Telescopic Infinite Length Effect mascara. This has such a long name, but you know. L'Oreal's mascaras, even the L'Oreal Lash Paradise situation, that's it. That's the mascara. And it separates the lashes so nicely, like, look it. So for lipstick, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Color Rich lipstick in the shade 603. And I'm quite in love with how this looks. This is the shade. So comfortable. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this palette again, This thing is so versatile. Like, I'm going to be using the top shade over here to highlight the face. Yo. Okay, I don't know what I expected, but that wasn't it. This is... I could like signal aliens with this. I'm ready. Area 51, here I come. That is absolutely it. And then something I learned from Miss Nikki Tutorials, because I love her. I want to put a little bit of highlight just over here. Because look how cute that looks. Look like a shiny little egg. This looks so freaking good. Okay, so I just added the finishing touches like lashes and lip gloss. And we're done. I am really excited about how this makeup look came out, and judging by the response on my Instagram, you guys were like, bitch, film a tutorial, and it's here. Okay guys, and now that you've made it to the end of the video, there's a little special something in it for you guys, and it's a giveaway. So if you guys want to find out more about the giveaway, all the rules will be in my description box. And now with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.